Welcome back, everybody, to the Kirsty Meakin Channel. Today, we're going to do some nails on my gorgeous cousin, and it's going to be very Stoke-on-Trent based because obviously we're from the Potteries, which is Stoke-on-Trent. It's called the Potteries because for many, many, many years, pottery was made in Stoke-on-Trent. So every Tom, Dick and Harry had a job at a pot bank, not a pop bank.
Not a pot bank.
A pot bank. And that was where the
people all over the world will know the names as well.
Do you think? Yes, well, hopefully they will. Yeah, they're very, very famous.
We're all plate turners from Stoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because if you're from Stoke, especially if you travel to a different country.
Go on holiday. First thing you do is turn a plate over in the restaurant.
See where it's from. Generally from Stoke-on-Trent. So there are famous pottery companies in Stoke-on-Trent, including Wedgwood, Dalton, Spode,
Moorcroft.
Yeah.
Port Miriam.
Yeah.
Crikey, there's
We've
loads.
got an authority on the subject with us, haven't we?
Yeah, I can't think of any of us.
You're an expert.
Yeah, not really an expert. Worked in them a bit.
Yeah. So, that being said, we're going to do some Wedgwood nails, and we're going to use the Jasper pottery as our inspiration. Right, I'm just going to wipe over with the clean-up solution. So we've already got this full set. If you want to see how we make this full set, which was challenging because they have challenging natural nails underneath, then we'll link that below somewhere, or here. So the reason we're going to do Wedgwood, there's a few reasons, isn't there?
Because I've been hassling you for 5 years.
Yeah, I have always wanted to do it. Yeah.
I have always wanted to do it.
But I love Jasperware.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. And Joe used to work at Wedgwood. And tell everybody else that works there.
Your mum.
Yeah, my mum.
My mum.
Yeah.
Believe me, Auntie Sue worked there for a while. Angie.
Oh, God, yeah.
Donnie Watson. Everybody. Oh, lots of us worked there. Lots and lots. It was like a big family. It was a bit like a holiday camp.
Brilliant.
To be honest.
At that, well, I'll tell you what.
Hi.
Very much, yeah. There was a ding-dong and everything.
So I'm just going to put the base coat on these now for the colour.
Spencer worked there.
Did Spencer get lost?
He did, yeah.
He never did.
He did.
I didn't realise Spencer worked there.
He worked at the Middleport one where we all started.
Yeah.
And then he came over to Wedgwoods for a bit as well.
Wow.
I think that's how he became obsessed with it all.
Well, Spencer is definitely a connoisseur when it comes to pottery.
I mean, he loves the Jasper, but Wade. I forgot about the Wade.
Wade, yeah. My dad worked at Wade.
He did.
Yeah.
Spencer never worked at Wade. He just
camped out there.
Camped out there when the site got knocked down and dug up all the whimsies.
Yeah.
That he calls his pension fund.
What's a whimsy?
Tiny little animal figures. Wade whimsies.
Okay.
You'll have seen millions of them
Right.
without probably knowing they're a Wade whimsy.
Ooh. Would they be in shops like collectibles?
Yeah. But you know, like the NatWest pigs, they're Wade as well.
Yeah, they're Wade, yeah. I had all them.
Yeah.
Not because I saved loads of money in NatWest, because my dad took them from work.
He did. we all had a couple for Christmas.
Yeah.
The tea leaf?
I don't know if it was a tea leaf. I think it was a.
Right.
I think there was a factory shop. I don't know where. I don't know. They're quite big. I don't think you could smuggle them out in your pocket, could you, Duck?
No.
But no.
The Bell's whiskey bells. They are Wade as well.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
I had a bottle of gin recently. That was a Malcott bottle, and that was in a Wade bottle.
I've got a Moreland Pottery gin bottle from Andrea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that for my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
Really nice. Really, really nice.
I made a bird feeder out of ours.
Did you?
Yeah,
oh, good start. Put your hand in that properly. Thank
Sorry.
you. I could see the light flashing.
I
can tell you.
touching the sides, 'cause you know what happens.
Oh, yeah. I'll shout at you. So with this Jasper, I'm just going to show you some images of what it kind of looks like. So you can still buy this stuff. This is like a House of Fraser website. And it's a matte finish. And then there is like this relief work on there. So let's just have a little look at different ones. So can you see all the different ones they do? And they do different colours, and I didn't even know that until today. I presume that all Jasper Wedgwood was blue and white. So I've actually learned today that they do pink. Well, my kitchen is pink. Obvs, match the brand. So we're going to do some pink and some blue. And I just think that this kind of technique really relates to nails as well. I love, what would you call these, Jo? These like...
The relief work.
But this kind of shape.
Oh,
like
it's a scallop ribbon, I suppose, is it?
Yeah. I love that kind of detail as well. I love all this.
Yeah.
It's just like, and I know that Spencer has got some of the original moulds.
Yeah, he has. He's got lots of the original Jasper moulds.
Yeah. And so they made them out of moulds, these. What would they have put in? Just like a white clay?
It was a biscuit, a white biscuit clay, yeah.
Yeah. But a lot goes into it, doesn't it, too?
The actual coloured part goes in as a coloured clay, I believe.
Really,
Yeah,
as well? Because a lot of stuff gets painted, doesn't it?
Not on the Jasperware, no.
No, but on like
on
normal
the other
pottery.
stuff,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we're going to take inspiration from these. I especially do absolutely love this. I mean, this is, on another website, £195. And I think back in the day, how much do you think they would have been worth? More?
Oh, lots more than that, yeah.
They used to go for a lot of money,
silly money, didn't they?
Yeah, so we're going to use that as the inspiration for today's design. I do like these things and this. Oh, this one is online for £1,250 and it's a teacup.
Must be
Cup and
limited
saucer.
edition one, though.
Yeah. That's not cheap, is it?
That's not cheap at all.
To be fair, Starbucks is pretty expensive, so...
Yeah.
So we're going to use these two colours. So we've got Griff, which is named after my boyfriend.
Oh, you've just given his name away.
Oh, yeah.
You've
right.
never said his
It's a
name.
surname, though.
I know,
isn't
but
it?
you've never said. That's another step for you, well done.
Oh, yeah. See, I told you I'm not in for sharing. Don't share. On social media or anywhere. Not sharing. And then we've got KitKat, which is that gorgeous dusky pink, which will match the dusky pink of the Wedgwood. So we've got both of those colours we're going to use today. So I'm just going to do the blue first. This is such a gorgeous blue.
It's nice.
It's like a nice spring colour as well. Do you know what? I remember my mum saying that they smuggled Italian once. They smuggled Italian into...
Was that in Newport?
I don't know, but it was at one of the factories that they were at, and they smuggled a television in so they could watch TV while they were working.
It's about right.
It wasn't allowed, obviously, but rebels.
Yeah. I had a cat at the Middleport one.
Get lost.
Yeah, because it was a big old factory that they reopened up, and it used to be a Tuscan factory, I think.
Yeah.
Another Pot-Bank Tuscan.
Yeah.
And there was a stray cat living in there, and I kept feeding it daily, and it eventually worked its way to my bench and sat on my knee all day while I was working.
Oh my God.
Until the boss made us rehome him because all the gilding that I was doing had hair in it.
What's gilding?
Where you hand paint the gold on.
Okay.
So do you know, like when sometimes you get cups and plates and whatever, they have a gold rim or gold down the handle? Yeah. They did all that. Right, put my those in the lamp. Second coat of colour. It's going to give the true colour of it. I mean, it is very pigmented. It's lovely and thin as well. It applies really thin. So my mum used to do that.
She did.
Yeah.
Your mum was a gilder.
Yeah.
So I started as a lithographer and then moved on to gilding.
Yeah.
But then when I went to the Barlaston Wedgwoods, I just pretty much did anything. I was centering, numbering, gilding, plaques, lithography. And then when I didn't want to do any work, the bosses got me other stuff to do. And I used to go around with big cameras like these and archive all the way up in the attic.
Wow.
The attic was brilliant.
My God. So there's loads of stuff stored.
Everywhere there was, yeah. And then there was a big safe down in the can't think what it was, like an office between the factory and the canteen. And there was a big massive safe with all Josiah Wedgwood's books in that I used to be able to have out and look for the original wares, because I used to photograph all the plates, the metal plates that they used to do the lithographs off.
What do you mean, the metal plates?
So originally, you know the lithographs, the prints?
Yeah.
Originally the prints were made onto a metal plate, and they used to, I think, skim them with colour.
Right.
And then put a film on them and lift it off. And that
So that was like the sort of
lithograph.
template as such. Yeah. Yeah. God.
Yeah, I
Very
found
good.
all them in an old room somewhere on Barliston. They were ace.
Wow. Things have changed a little bit
little bit.
now because, well, say a little bit, a lot, haven't they? Not a lot of pottery is made here anymore. It's all gone to China.
It's outsourced, isn't it? most of it?
Outsourced. So there is still pottery. You know, there's Bridgewater.
All the factories are
you
still
know,
going,
yeah.
but they outsource a lot of the products, I think, more than anything,
Yeah.
don't they?
And there's Moreland, not Moreland, Moorcroft, isn't there? And Moreland. And there is still, they're just smaller factories, aren't they? Yeah, definitely. Smaller
I haven't
factories.
worked in them since 95 or 96 maybe. Yeah, when Grant was little.
Long time ago. Wow. Right, we're going to put the mat on because Jasper is matte and it is what you call biscuit.
Yeah, biscuit wear.
So it's like, it's rough.
Biscuit.
Classic biscuit wear.
Biscuit wear.
Yeah.
Don't eat it. Not that kind of biscuit.
No, it's really bad on
Like
your
you put
teeth.
biscuits on it.
No. It's rough.
Right.
It's not, you know, like
So
your
it's
teeth.
not like the...
Not like
yeah,
that.
I mean, if it's shiny, you know it's going to be smooth, yeah.
But it's not even just a smooth mat. It's quite textured and rough.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it is.
Bit thirsty, bit rough.
Bit rough around the edges. So what I'm going to do is, to get the best out of your matte top coat, we're going to take off the sticky layer from the colour, and then we're going to apply the matte top coat to give that biscuit effect. We don't want it to be rough like biscuit, really. We just want the matte effect. So you'll see that kind of takes the shine off and it makes them like a satin finish. And then we're going to use the matte top coat. You know it's the matte top coat because it has a matte bottle. So each bottle that we have sort of indicates what's inside without you even reading it. It's great for lazy nail techs like me. This obviously is a colour one because it has the rose gold here and a colour cap. The base coat is a shiny bottle, but the matte is a matte bottle. We're going to use some acrylic because it dries matte, and then we're also going to use some gel paint, but I don't want to use the tack-free gel paint. I'm going to use the artisan ones from Nailchemy. If I use the tack-free, it's going to be shiny, isn't it? I want to be able to wipe sticky layer off and it go a bit matte. So this is the one we're going to use. Right, okay. I'm going to use the Adam 3D, which is obviously a 3D Adam, sorry, because he's fully dimensional.
4D after Mexico.
Yeah.
4D after Mexico.
I've got the Jellicate white, and I'm going to start on this one, and I'm going to do some little lines first, because if you look at this design, some of these lines sit underneath, and what I want to do is sort of map out these lines. And don't get me wrong, it's not going to be identical to that. We're going to take inspiration from it. But I want some of these branches and that to sit underneath the 3D. So I kind of need to set them out first so that I can lay it on top. So just going to squirt a bit of that out. I'm going to use my Lily liner brush. And I'm just going to work out. So the majority of this flower is going to go here. So we will put a little branch here. We'll still kind of add to this, but these are going to be a good marker for me, and we can build on this as well. What I love about gel paint is you can build it up and make it quite embossed. So we're going to go there. The rest of it can be done after. That's fine. Pop me that in the lamp. So we're going to use the 3D Adam brush. You know what I can do actually before I wipe over with some clean up solution. Take that sticky layer off. And look, it'll make it mad. Love that. The 3D add-on brush is actually a synthetic brush as well, but it is great for 3D. Right, so we're going to lay out the petals that are further away from the centre. So this is kind of like, it's 3D, but it's flat 3D. So it's not like super raised. So I kept that brush really flat then, didn't I? And I'm going to just put it to quite a sharp point so I can actually drag through a little bit of detail. So we've got one little leaf there, not leaf, petal. It's a petal, Kirsty, come on. And then we're going to do another one here. When you're using your white, you want to make sure it's not too wet, but it's not super dry because we want to move it. So can you see how flat my brush is? And again, while it's still mouldable, you can drag through some detail. So I've just added a little bit here to give the edge of this petal definition, as if it's kind of like folding over a little bit. I'm just using the very tip of the brush to kind of neaten that up. Oh, I do love 3D.
So pretty.
I love 3D so much. It's love it. So again, folding over this edge to kind of create a bit of movement. Now, as I come into the middle and I want to create a sharper edge, I'll pick my brush up. So I'm just using it really sort of straight like this. So I call it the bottom end, or the arse end of the brush is up. So bottom's up when we are doing centres of flowers. So I'm just using the very tip of these tweezers to create little indentations for the very centre of this flower. What kind of flower is it, do you think, Joe? I'm no good with flower species.
I don't know, I can't see it properly. I would say that's like a dog rose or something. Maybe.
Something like that. You know what? I forgot how good this brush is, you know, because I just haven't used it for so long. It's so nice. So I'm going on top of this. But when you're layering like this, you do want to make sure that that first layer is, you know, pretty set. It doesn't need to be perfectly set, but it will set fast because it is only thin. But you don't want to disturb this layer. You could move on if you wanted to and do a different part, or if you're very gentle, you can layer that. You see how dry it looks when I put it on, and then when I start to touch it with the brush, because the brush has a little bit of monomer in it, it feeds into it, and then it actually sort of feeds into the bead and makes it not as dry. I'm going to use
So nice.
the Cassidy detailer now and go into my gel paint, and then with this I'm going to just add a little bit more detail. Just pop me on. So we just flash curing and then we'll do a full cure. What do you think, Ad?
Very nice.
So that was an inspiration.
Very pretty.
And we're gonna use inspiration from different bits of that, and we're gonna do it on the other nails. Some of it's gonna be just little pieces, the other ones are gonna be a bit bigger, because like that one is, it's sort of down in one section. We're gonna put them in sections.
The keys too. The ones in your ears.
The keys are back door, side door. Oh no, shed. Right, just cure me that. That is going to give me my line. I'm taking inspo from this now. I just love them though. Do you know what? It's so therapeutic. I know it's time consuming, but it is therapeutic.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to do the pink ones now. The only other thing I want to do now, I'm going to put a bit of matte gel polish with the white. I just want to see if that kind of softens it a bit and immediately takes off that sticky layer. Yeah. In my head, it works a treat.
Yeah.
We'll see. The tiniest amount of sticky layer. I mean, barely noticeable, but I want to wipe it just in case. And to just make it extra matte. It is more matte, I do think it's a more suitable colour, and I think we could paint with this and still get that effect. So I can go even thinner now because that gel paint and a bit of gel top coat is there, a little mixture.
To make the colour more dense.
Yeah. I love them. This is the thumb. You've got your very own Wedgwood vase Or vase. Or vase.
Oh my God.
Vase.
He said
Oh my
vase.
God, I think I'm American.
Posh.
Is it American or posh? One of them.
I think there's a posh American that says vase.
Vase. Oh, it's a vase, yeah. Hey, y'all, do you like my vase? Gonna put my flowers in my vase.
I think that's more southern.
Yeah, it wasn't very posh, was it?
Not really. No.
Yeah. But my favourite one is this.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love this and that technique. Gorgeous Wedgwood inspired nails for a lovely, amazing cousin from Stoke. How apt. Used to work at Wedgwood. Couldn't be any better. You know what I mean? Who else deserves them apart from my mother?
Your mother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She better not tell me she wants them done now.
She will. She'll just need one.
Do you know what? She'll probably be happy with just one.
Yeah. Just one.
Just do me one. Just one of them.
Magnolia.
Yeah, just one of them Wedgwood nails.
I love your impression of your mum.
Why?
It's spot on.
Just one. I'll just have one. You've got time for two. I'd have two if you want. No, it's fine. But if you've got time. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've loved it. I feel like I've had a bit of a therapy session. Everything I've used today will be listed below. Don't forget to check us out on all our social media platforms. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ra, duck!